Previously on X-Men.
Yo, what's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. We have two statues in the Gempire today, Jean Grey and Weapon X from the Age of Apocalypse. These are custom quarter-scale pieces that were produced by DSX Designs, and they were sculpted by Sheridan Doose. Stay tuned. We're going to do Weapon X today, and we'll do Jean Grey tomorrow. Alright guys, so when I say unpainted kits, these were a very limited set. They're two statues. They were unpainted, so what you had to do was send them off to a painter so they can paint them, right? So there's pros and cons to that, right? So when you're buying customs, unpainted kits are cranked out very quickly by the factory. So that's a plus, right? You get the piece in fast. The other plus is that you could send it to whatever painter you want, have them do whatever colors you want. You're typically going to get a better paint job than a factory run-of-the-line paint job. The downside is that paint jobs from master painters can be very expensive. You can go anywhere from $500 to $1,100 just to get one piece painted. Now, don't get me wrong, it's definitely worth it, but it can make these pieces very expensive. I sent these off to Uncle Joe Painter. I saw some of his work. Specifically, he did the Weapon X that I have, but someone else's piece, and he killed it. So I sent these off to him, and he's very exclusive. He'll only paint a piece one time. So he's not going to knock out 10 of these. He'll just do one set, and that's it. So it's a one-of-a-kind paint job by Uncle Joe. So I want to give a special shout-out and thank you to Uncle Joe for hooking me up on these. With that being said, let's go ahead and unbox Weapon X. Alright, so these come in styrofoam layers. These are not strapped down or anything. So you just kind of peel one layer off at a time and start picking out the pieces. Alright, so here's a piece of the base. Looks good. Alright, here's Weapon X arm. That looks really good. So Weapon X is missing a hand. In this storyline, Cyclops is bad and Wolverine is good. And evil Cyclops optic blasts his hand right off to where it does not grow back. Here is the hand that will have the claws. Paint looks great. Alright, here is the head. At first glance, it looks really good. Here's the head on one of the Infinite Soldiers. Wow, look how long these claws are. They feel like metal. I think they are metal claws. Okay, these are tendrils of hair, so you gotta be careful. Looks like there's 3 little tendrils. Alright, here's the base, man. Alright. Looks like I got an artist proof. Alright, now that we have all the pieces taken out, let's go ahead and assemble Weapon X from the Age of Apocalypse. Alright, so let's get this base out here. I really like how he did the colors on the base, man. The green. So the characters are green metallic with like highlights of pink. And I wanted him to do a very weathered look, like oil grease, like it's a destroyed robotic sentinel type of creature called an Infinite. So he put a lot of detail, and we'll get close up on it when we do the review. Alright, so the head goes in the side here. So another benefit to having a kit and having a master painter go ahead and assemble it is that they're usually savvy with the engineering of pieces. He told me right away, listen, the magnet in the torso is not strong enough, so I replaced it. So that's the kind of stuff that, that's the kind of treatment and service you can get with unpainted kits. Painters are usually engineers. And they can tell you if something's not good from the factory. Alright, 2 big pegs in the legs. Having some trouble getting the pegs in there. So this was the one that he said the magnet wasn't going to be strong enough to hold the weight of the head on this torso. Ooh, that's strong, man. So yeah, he replaced that. Let's get that right arm in. Actually, these claws are super long, man. I don't know if it matters which one they're in. See if I can get the strands of hair right now. Alright guys, there we have Weapon X from the Age of Apocalypse all put together. He looks really good, man. I'm really happy with the way he came out. He's a small character. It's not too tall, but it's got a lot of presence to it, man. He still feels very beastly. Uncle Joe did a great job with the paint job. I already kind of talked about the Infinite base, and he really made it look really good, dirty and weathered, and been through a Weapon X welcoming. We stayed really comic accurate to this. I gave Uncle Joe a couple of reference pictures that he used, and he did it by the book, man. He did the blue costume with the red. Costume's torn on the back. It looks really good. The skin tone looks good. These long claws are massive. Long metal claws. I love the whited out eyes. It's just how he looks on the in the comics. I was worried about how the teeth were going to come out because it has like the outline of the gums. But it looks fine. I mean, when you're looking at the piece, you're typically not zoomed in. Like on a video like this where I'm going to zoom in, you're going to notice things, but I think it looks natural. You got to do something, either black lines or something so it doesn't look just all flat white. Really quick, let's talk about the Age of Apocalypse. So this was a storyline in the 90s through X-Men. It's almost like a what-if scenario. Basically, Professor X's son, Legion, wanted to go back in time and change the past so that Xavier's dream in the future can be realized. So he attempts to kill Magneto in the past, but accidentally kills Professor X instead, and it shifts this whole new timeline into existence. In this world, Apocalypse is running things, Magneto is good and he's with Rogue, and Cyclops is evil, he's a henchman for Apocalypse. Weapon X is with Jean, like how he always wanted to be, and he's missing a hand due to Cyclops. Now these soldiers, these Infinites, they're created by Sinister and Dark Beast using genetic material from captured mutants and humans. Kind of like Sentinels in this world. So I thought it was really cool because a lot of these X-Men pieces have Sentinel bases, and this is kind of a switch on that, a flip on that, with the Infinite base in the green. You don't really get a chance to see like that metallic looking green. Overall, it was a really cool process having these custom painted to my liking. I think it came out great. You could have did anything you wanted. You could have done neon pink or whatever, but I wasn't gonna go that far. I'm glad that he did replace that magnet for the torso. It definitely feels super strong. The kit is pretty cool. The 3 strands of hair are a little tricky to get in, but it adds for a really cool effect, a really wild look on the hair. The head itself with the hair is huge. I like the metallic look on the missing hand. So what we'll do is we'll do an unboxing of Jean Grey, and it's a companion piece with this. We'll do a separate video for that, and then we'll show these guys together in that video. So let me know what you think about this custom Weapon X from the Age of Apocalypse in the comments below. Drop me a like on the way out there, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more daily content, which includes statue reviews and a lot of other things. Stay minty fresh. Peace.